Did you get the answer? Done? Did you get the answer? Please tell me. BST 846. BST 846.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get the answer?
1.5.
Okay, okay. Right. So then, so what is the roadmap? If you know the mass, you can convert it to the moles. If you know the moles, then you can multiply with that Avogadro number and you can calculate the number of particles there. Right. Okay, there are some example I have given. How many oxygen in 0.25 mole of carbon dioxide? How many oxygen atoms in this much of carbon dioxide mole? For this much of carbon dioxide mole, tell me how many oxygen moles are there? In carbon dioxide 0.25 mole, how many oxygen moles are there? Oxygen atom moles. How many oxygen atom moles? Now you can see one carbon dioxide molecule, 2 oxygen atoms are there. That means we have to multiply this by 2. Then how many moles of oxygen atoms? There are 0.5 moles of oxygen atoms are there. Then for 1 mole, we have Avogadro number. And for the 0.5 moles, then we have to multiply that and we are getting this much of oxygen atoms. Right. For H2O, so here also I gave what is the H2O percentage. So you can do at home. So in the solution, let's see, the solution is a homogeneous mixture of solute in a solvent. We have a solvent and the solute is dissolved in the solvent. The homogeneous mixture means in anywhere, if you take the sample, percentage of the solute and solvents are equal. That means it's homogeneously mixed. Right. Molarity, this is very important when you are creating solvents. I know that after 2 years you have to do your research. At that time you're supposed to make some solvents. When you are making solvents, you should have to know how much you have to mix, right? How much you have to mix. Then moles of solute per liter of solution. This much of 1 liter, how much solute mole is there, right? That is the molarity. So then molarity is, we can say as equation, per liter number of moles, per liter number of moles, right? Right. So here you have to understand, remember, we are telling about number of solution, not the number of solvent. Solution is the combination of solvent and solute, solvent and solute after the solvation. So let's see what mass of sodium chloride is needed for 250 millimeter of 0.2 m. 0.2 m is mole per gram, right? Sodium chloride. What you have to do is, first you have to understand what is the, now they are asking what is the mass of sodium chloride need, right? So then for this much of, so 0.2 mole per cubic decimeters, we can say, so is therefore 0.2 mole. Then how many moles are there in the 250 milliliters? How many moles are there in 250 milliliters? What we can do? We can multiply that too, but you have to make sure this is in the liters. This is in the liters. Then we are getting in this amount. To achieve this concentration, we need 0.05 mole of sodium chloride. So if we know we need 0.05 mole of sodium chloride, now you know how many grams you have to wait for that. Because 1 mole, the molar mass is 58.44 is the molar mass. You can multiply with the number of moles. So then you can take what is the gram amount of needed sodium chloride to make 0.2 concentration of sodium chloride solution. Right. So here, concentrated MA dilution. So I have explained you the summary presentation. And here also the another equation, another calculation. You can see that how many milliliter of 0.2 m HCl to make 500 millimeter of 0.2 m HCl. Do it. Now what you have to going to make? You are going to make this one. Right? You are going to make this one. So now you have this one. So what you have to define? You have to define the milliliters. So I gave you the equation there. M1 V1 equal M2 V2. M1 mean M1 mean the concentration, V is the volume. So here M2 is the concentration, V2 is the volume. So what you have to do? M1 M2 equal M2 M2 V2. Then M1 is 0.2. V1 mean how much? V1 mean 500 milliliters. M2, what you are going to make? You are going to make 2 milliliter HCl. Then you are divided that by this multiply number. Then you can have the how much of liters of 2 mHCl you need to create 0.2 m HCl 500 milliliters. Right. So here I gave another question and answers also given. This is not that hard. How many grams of glucose are needed to make 150 ml of 0.25 m solution? Okay, do it now. Please do it now. Okay. So here I have given some practical classes and the answers, right? So you should do that. And I should say that in the exam, this kind of questions can come, right? This kind of questions can come. They can give you and ask you number of moles. They can ask you the mass for the create the solutions. And also it can ask you the number of particles in that compound. Can you calculate that one? Is the mole concept clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Others, what about others? Right. So your med exam will come with your uh, first three uh, parts of the lesson, right? And Tuesday you have both mid and quiz, right? Talk to your demonstrator or teaching assistant, which is assigned for you. What's her name? Nalini, right? What's her name?
Nilani.
Nilani, right? Nilani, and decide the time for that. And we will have another lecture on. You are there for this next week as well, neither?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Okay. Then on only one lecture is remaining. Other part is already covered. So study hard and take have a good marks for quiz and mid. Quiz is a MCQ paper, but for mid you have to write the answers. Right. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, all.
Thank you, madam.
Goodbye.